Okay. Now let me ask this, because I want to make sure that we don't lose anybody who maybe isn't familiar with some, because I obviously, in preparation for interviewing with you, have researched your career a lot, and you've obviously been living your career a lot. So I just want to ask you a couple questions just so that we don't jump ahead of anybody who might be going to be able to. Etsy. Let's talk about Etsy for a second, just kind of on a third grade level for somebody who goes, I've heard about Etsy, I know a little bit about it. What do you like about Etsy so much?
Okay. Etsy is a great place for anyone that wants to launch a product. Okay. And that can be an apparel, furniture, even like if you're a junker and you like to go to yard sales and you kind of polish it up, you can and put those things up. It's a lovely community, and everybody says, well, I'm a fine artist, or I'm this, and Etsy's kind of crafty. I'm like, the cream rises to the top. Okay. So they will, if you're willing to put in effort to an Etsy shop, Etsy will grow you. And but like anything, just because you are on Etsy or on the internet doesn't mean that you're going to make $1 million. Yeah. You have to work at it. Like, just like you would have a brick and mortar store, you have to work at it and commit daily, these tiny daily commitments every day to the Etsy shop. But it's the overhead, or the initial
kind of startup,
the fee or whatever. I mean, literally is like $10. Like, it's like $2, or it's like exactly $0.
Well, I want to also ask you this, because I think this is big. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I want to clarify your strategy just so I can kind of get it. It seems like you create awesome content, your ideas. You have these great ideas, and you give those ideas away, and therefore people come back for your ideas all the time. And when they come back to your site, you introduce them to different products and things they can buy. Is that right or no? Am I wrong?
Right, that's exactly what we do.
Okay.
So brands come to us. Yeah. So now that we've established we make recipes and anything we target, we're highly focused on parents of children that have children from 3 to 12 years old. So
you have a niche, they're very specific.
Right.
You focus on age 3 to 12.
Right.
So if somebody's on there, I'm sure you have some haters. Darth Hater, he hops on your website.
We don't have haters, man.
No haters?
They love us.
Gosh, I want to get you a hater. What does it say?
But how do you get mad at somebody? Like, I make cupcakes and macaroni necklaces.
Example.
you can't. I'm so happy that I'm in my space, actually, because there are a lot of women that are in the indie publishing scene. Yeah. They do have all these terrible. I'm like, I never get that. But
for somebody who says, well, hey, you should make this great project for 17-year-olds, you would say, well, that's not really my niche.
Right. That's exactly what I'd say. And then I would email another site, or I would get them in contact with somebody else.
Okay, but you definitely know your niche. So it seems to me that the 3 action items that anybody watching this can take from this is, 1, you got to know your niche, right? Figure out who you're targeting to.
Right.
2 is you want to generate a lot of traffic on this site. I mean, however you do it, you want to get a lot of traffic.
The more traffic, the more money, right? So it's like, traffic. Yeah, right. The greater the platform, the greater the influence. Literally, it equals to how much you can monetize. Okay. So if I reach millions of people, depending on if that's 5 million, if that's 10 million, but literally the page views and the unique visitors are how much I can charge an advertiser, or how many people they're going to reach.
So you have certain metrics that are kind of agreed upon. I'm making up an example, but let's just say if I said...
So McDonald's, for example. Okay. So McDonald's, we just shot a McDonald's commercial. This is the first time that they had ever let a publisher create a commercial for them.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. It just launched last week. And this basically happens with all brands. They come to us and we give creative experiences to families. And they said, create an experience, whatever you want to do. And so that was really, really fun. And they'd never let anybody do that before.
Really?
So that was really cool.
Well, Ray Kroc would be proud. This is beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
So you're breaking boundaries here.
Yeah, that was really cool. And so so they came to us and they said, how... so we think to ourselves, how is nobody knows our audience better than we do. So how is our audience, what is our audience going to respond to, and what are they going to be into, and how are we going to present McDonald's in our own way and make it approachable? I'm a real mom, and I have real kids, and we didn't put a bunch of makeup all over them. We just had this day, and I created a magical day, and that included chocolate dipped ice cream cones and cheeseburgers.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So they does that make sense? So they came to us, and then we took the McDonald's bags and then made them into like recycled crayons, and then we amplified it to our audience.
They came to you though because of the number of views you have.
Right.
And you literally reach millions of families every month.
Right.
So, I mean, and again, if you didn't have that number of page views and unique visitors and all those different metrics, all those things wouldn't be possible.
Right.
So anybody watching this, we've got to get people on our site.